This is Alex Yoon, and this is my weather briefing number 3. We will start it off with the surface analyst chart. This chart was issued on 22/31 July, Sunday, July 09, 2017. We see many different fronts located in the continent today. We see a line of cold front on the Washington area, meeting up with the occluded front coming down from the Canada, and stationary front going across the Montana, and also there's a stationary front in the South Dakota, North Dakota area, and we see stationary front here again in the Georgia area, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia area. We see cold fronts in the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean here, and also this line of cold front coming down from the Canada. We see a lot of lines of trough associated with the low pressure. This will probably increase the intensity and frequency of showers in these areas. Next, we have upper level chart. This is the upper level chart for 200 and 500 millibar level. As you can see, the winds are blowing from the north to the east. If you see here, the upper half of the continent is very strong winds here, anywhere from 30 knots to 60 knots. And on the bottom half of this region, this continent, you see less stronger, and the wind directions are variable from north and south here in the east. So if you see here in the 500 millibar level chart, probably the strong winds are because of this isobar here really low. It indicates it shows that it has strong winds here in this region area. Also, this activity is here up in the Canada, bringing down that strong circulation of wind blowing towards that region here. Next, we have the visible satellite image. We have lot of clouds in the Montana area all the way down to New Mexico, and also the center of Texas, going east here, and then we have less stronger clouds here in the Wisconsin, Michigan area. These clouds are probably brought down from the Canada region here. And next we have infrared satellite imagery. As you can see, these clouds from the Montana to New Mexico is very pretty high and strong warm cloud tops in a low altitude cloud. You can see these are very bluish here, and also you can locate these clouds in Texas region here, and the East Coast all the way down to Florida. So in these regions, we could probably expect some sort of storm activities. Next, we have water vapor satellite imagery. As we mentioned it before, in this East Coast going down Florida and Texas region, we can see these green sections, which associated with the thunderstorm activities. We could also indicate this area here up in the north. This, and then you have a more lesser content of cloud, water vapor content of clouds here, moving towards the east. These clouds contains a lot of moisture, and also you can see this line here, red line, which is dry slope. This area you wouldn't see. Well, I wouldn't say you wouldn't see, but you will see less chance of precipitation. And next, going into the radar imagery, you see in this region here, all the way from the Montana through New Mexico through Texas and Florida, Georgia area, those clouds has these thunderstorm activities throughout their within that region. Also, you see this line here. There's some sort of activities here in the northern part of Minnesota. Looks like embedded thunderstorm. With the moving to convective watch, you don't really see much of activities throughout the continent, but in this south of Minnesota, you see tornado warning, and you don't really see much of a severe thunderstorm or other tornado in the area, but this area you see a tornado warning. Moving into segment, we see a lot of series of convective outlets throughout that area, but this, as you can realize, these areas were where all of those clouds were located. These areas have higher risk of severe thunderstorm and tornadoes, and you see that embedded thunderstorm here have a convective segment here. Moving on to the aeromet, we see IFR conditions in the Pacific area, the coast of California and Washington here. We also see mountain obscuration here in the corner of very north of the continent. We also see the moderate turbulence in this Kentucky to all the way to Massachusetts, passing through Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York at 30,000 MSL to 40,000 MSL. And we also see moderate turbulence here in Wisconsin from surface to 12,000. We also see moderate icing, top at 25,000, and freezing level between 14,000 to 12,000 MSL. We don't have any low level wind shear located. For PIRAPs, we see a few moderate and light turbulence, mainly here in the west part of the country, where these locations were where we had that big clouds located. We see negative reports of turbulence, and we see a few pure moderate icing. Well, yeah, pure moderate icing here and here over at 24,000 MSL. And we have a pure freezing level at 16,000 and 12,000 here up in the north. In local radar imagery, we see that this embedded thunderstorm moving in the north Minnesota, and we see less strong precipitation here in the North Dakota region, but not much of a precipitation here in North Dakota and upper North Dakota and the Grand Forks area. In local METAR, Grand Forks area and Fargo area, really not much of the clouds. Winds are really weak here, 10 knots. And as you go bottom, south of it, it gets stronger. But in this region, it's not much of a precipitation going on or any activities. It's a very hot day, 82 knots Fahrenheit, 83, 79. 2 point spreads, temperature and 2 point spreads are a bit there, so not much of precipitation is going to go, and clouds are not here, so it's a very hot day. In the low-level prognosis chart, we see moderate turbulence in the South Dakota region here, and then we see marginal VFR conditions in the Wisconsin area, in the south of it, and then we have north of Wisconsin, we see IFR condition. So earlier in that satellite image, we saw lots of clouds located in this Wisconsin area, and that's probably why we have this condition here, lower visibility. And also we see IFR here in the north coast of California. For the air forecast for North Dakota and South Dakota and Minnesota, for mainly North Dakota, we don't really have much going on here. Skies are bare cloud, VFR condition, olive VFR. Ceiling, clouds scatter at 5,000. Skies are clear, and it's going to be VFR for the rest of the day. So you don't much going on in this area. So for GFK winds aloft, at 3,000 it's gonna be 360 at 12 knots, and 6,000 as you're moving up, it's increasing a little bit, but not much of a big increase all the way up until 12,000 here when it becomes 20, going past 30. So generally it's a very weak, nice wind here in North Dakota, Grand Forks.